Hello ladies, happy Wednesday. My camera's crooked, so I gotta fix it. Hopefully it's not too crooked. Today's Fix Your Form is the single arm row. One of my favorite exercises for back. It's just super versatile and it just allows you to really engage one side at a time, especially if you've got a muscle imbalance, which most of us do. We do typically have one side that's stronger than the other. So this one just allows you to really connect to that one side. Now there's a couple ways to do bent over rows, single arm rows. If you don't have a bench, I will still add this to your program. But if you have a bench, it's just another way to stabilize yourself, to really isolate that muscle. Now, when you're doing a row, any type of pull motion, you're going to be indirectly working your bicep. You will be working your lat, which is this big meaty muscle of your back. And you'll also be working a little bit of your upper back, your core as well, depending on if you're using an object to balance off of or if you're not. So if you do have a bench, you may see the exercise done like this, where one knee is on the bench, the hand that's not working is stabilizing on the bench. You've got a nice flat back. You're sticking that butt out, meaning you're not rounding your back, but making yourself as long as you possibly can and really thinking about extending your head and extending your hip back. So you're lengthening the spine. Now, the movement of the row is what I want to go over today, because mistakes that I will commonly see is that you are lifting that dumbbell straight up, meaning it's coming really, really close to your chest, and you're shrugging your neck or your trap muscles. So what you want to think about doing is pulling it at an angle. And I know the angle of the camera isn't great here, but I'll be showing you in a couple different ways. So you're thinking about bringing that dumbbell forward and then back. So you're almost, how can I explain that? You're almost reaching your thigh and or hip bone with that dumbbell as opposed to pulling straight up. That just creates a bunch of tension in that upper body and doesn't necessarily engage your lat muscles. So you want to be fully extending so that muscle's nice and long, and then you are squeezing elbows nice and close to the body and pulling at somewhat of an angle. You're not rotating whatsoever. So that's the cool thing about having a bench. That core is engaged, hips stay stable. There's no movement in the hips, but you're thinking about rowing towards that back hip, squeezing the back, fully extending that lat. Now, if you do a, let's see here. If you do a row like this, same thing applies. So you're going to have to be extended from the bench, and let's see. What you can do is go to the end of the bench so that you've got room to reach forward and then row. Reach forward and row. And that's how you get the most engagement in your back. Now, if you don't have a bench, you absolutely can still do this row. Often, you'll be in that hinged position. Your other hand can be braced on your leg. You're in a staggered stance. Same movement applies, where you're not just pulling straight up, but you're going forward and rowing back, forward and rowing back towards that hip. And you can see my lat is being extended, and then I'm squeezing. So that is your single arm row. Same thing. I'm a little bit out of breath. Same thing applies for two hands. Not that I want to go over that today, but instead of pulling straight up and creating tension in that upper body, you're thinking about bringing the dumbbells here, pull back towards your hips. Little bit of a rocking or angled movement for those dumbbell rows. Let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you soon.